Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to PCM24 Yeti. It's episode 13. Our first man is out the back of this .1 race. It's Zamet. We're coming up on 60k to go, so our other weak link, a -5 for Zamet, a -5 for Sabanda. Let's go ahead and get water from him now. Final time we need to worry about that. Somebody else was out the back, but they have somehow regained contact. That seemed unlikely, but I suppose it was a puncture. They'd been out the back for quite a while. They had a long ways to chase. It's an uphill, cobbled sector just prior to the finish line. It's a circuit that we're on. It's 3 stars. It's 700 meters. It's a bit tough for our team because cobble rating is really not our strong suit. Here is that sector. You can see just how much it bites. The last 100 meters is downhill around a couple corners, and there's the finish line. The water's done. Sabanda is done. Let's use that gel. He's going to be done the moment we hit that next climb. Bukenya is the other beginning of day domestique. He is getting close to done. Ragata is the guy who has filled in since Zamet got dropped, and we're going to have to start to make some decisions. Well, first decision is Corey Williams is going to be the unprotected man, so we're going to get pretty soon to protecting him. But Sabanda is just about in the area to still provide some protection for the moment. I should change that to protecting Williams, though, and Bukenya protect Walters. That way it's Williams who gets the hint of protection this time through. Once we're through this one, only 2 more laps to go. Don't find us favorites for today. There are sprinters in that 76-77 range. There are cobble ratings in that 76-77 range, and there is combinations of riders that have both the cobble and the sprint. It's going to be really tough to beat them with our ratings. I think it's either Walters or Hopkins who's our top guy. Looking at Hopkins, it's a 58 base. It's Walters. You know, the guy that just crashed. He's got the 66 cobble and the sprint. He's got the 71 cobble with bonuses today. He's got the 73 stamina with bonus today. He was the only one with a chance. Nobody else is going to perform. Sabanda is back there with him. Bukenya already. Let's wait. No. Or follow. Can you? Yeah, there you go. Come to a halt. Please get moving. Please get moving. Please get moving. Okay. Walters is moving, but he's off the back with 30k to go. Vandersand. Okay. Tosh Vandersand with us is pretty good. I mean, he's much better than we are. But he's not. That's not a number 1. It's a number 3. We've got Bukenya coming back. We've got Sabanda waiting for this rider. Bukenya stopped coming back, or is he still? No, he stopped.
That's another rider with a flat tire.
Give him 2 riders to support. We're almost back in contact. Luckily, Vandersand is trying to get back there pretty quick.
And the gap is melting away. The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be
there is Sabanda. Sabanda. You're going to lead this thing out. We're going to follow, and Bukenya is going to be in contact in just a second, and we will do the same for him. Sabanda was already done, so we'll use Sabanda first. They're nearly there. They might still be in with a chance, but Vandersand seems to be losing ground. Alright, they are back.
Goes on to the attack.
They are back. Let's get Bukenya to bring this thing forward. It's Sabanda. Thank you. Good job, buddy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Bukenya. You got to ride harder.
The base is so high that a few riders are at the end of the day.
Yeah. Look up there. That house. See that gap along the road there? Field split. And this is A2. This is A2. There's another A1 up there. There's 46 left at the front. and the tempo has risen significantly as they're about to hit this thing. These guys are going to hit it first, so let's watch them.
Attack by Brent Van Moor.
Hopkins, look how weak we are on this. It's split at Hopkins. The 30 should regain contact, but let's get back here now to Bukenya. Riding through as hard as he can. Walters is almost riding past him because Bukenya is so weak. Put your foot down.
Attack by Van Poppel.
Okay, back off a little. That's 90 chasing 52. The front, 5 riders. These guys are okay. Regatta's nearly done though. But we still have Williams to lead out Hopkins. Set him up. We're into the final 15K. Bukenya has brought Walters forward. But what can we do about trying to get up to that next group with Walters? Man, this sucks. This sucks. This is not the position we want to be in. We're going to try to leave this group behind. And have. Now ride solo, bridge that gap. Come on. They're chasing me. They decided they want back in. This is now... Oh, yeah, it's still Group A1. So, Walters, those guys have regained contact with him. He's not going to have anything left to... He's out. Walters, auto. Got a gel. There's 21 ahead of us. They're the favorites.
The riders are entering the last 5 kilometers of the stage.
5.7K gel for Williams. As soon as it kicks in, we're going to try to make a move here. Hopkins follow. 4K.
Acceleration by Cheesebanut.
Regatta follow. Okay, we're out front. There's 28 ahead of us though. Obviously, the win's not coming. Not only are we missing Walters, the guy who actually could do something here, as Williams is going to attack this as best he can. I didn't even gel for Hopkins. Attack over the top. It's 1.4K.
He really had to fight for that one.
Parasini takes the win. Fedorov. Pithy was the favorite. He was 4th. I don't even think we cracked the top 37th. 37th. And here's Walters coming in at 112th. Poorly timed crash, obviously. Especially for the guy, the only guy who actually had a chance today. It really made our situation impossible. But even with him up there, even with the 2 guys who dropped back, which, okay, fine, Sabanda was... It was really only Bukenya. But the loss of Walters and Bukenya from the front 5, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. However, the split with Hopkins there, like, Walters probably is not split off in that scenario. Walters had a much better Koppel rating. Walters is probably still up there with, I would say, Williams at that point protecting him, because Bukenya would have been done and gone and left behind by that stage. And so it would have been Williams protecting or Regatta protecting, whichever one of the pair would have been with Walters. They might not have had much left in the tank, but we would have been in the front group. We would have been in that front, I think it was 19 riders at the end of the day on that one. But Abramson, who's been or held the KOM at this year's Tour de France for majority of it. Don't ask me for feedback on the Tour de France. I was on vacation for the first half of it. I literally saw 50K live at the bar at the resort that I was staying at. 50K of one stage is all that I saw. I've seen highlights of every stage. Highlights only get you so far. Even then, I didn't see every minute of every highlight, because trying to catch up on 2 weeks worth of racing, while also trying to catch up on the channel and work, has been a lot. So yes, I am caught up now. Well, other than today's stage, I'm still not able to see stages live at this point. I'm still catching up on all sorts of work. So no, I don't have feedback. Okay, I do. Top two, so obvious, right? Venipol, clear third. As for those top two, I do not think that it's that Pogačar is any stronger this year than years past. Though, maybe compared to last year, he looks a little stronger. Maybe. But what I am seeing is that Vingegaard took a major crash, and it's his first race back. And I think he is not as strong as last year. I think that's the breakdown right now on why Pogačar leads and is pulling further away. Vingegaard is 96%. It's that simple. Next up, I'm getting the ZLM Tour underway. Stage 1 was a prologue with a pretty solid performance. Both Hopkins and Walters were right at the edge of the top 10, 15 seconds down. 5 stages, so 4 left, and all 4 stages are sprint stages with 2 intermediate sprint points on each. We are not among the favorites to win actual sprints, but none of the sprinters are in the top 15. Corbin Strong is probably the closest in the rankings, couple seconds behind both of my guys, and Red Walters has leveled up. His sprint is still a 68. That did not change, but his acceleration gained a point, now a 70. His flat gained a point or two, now a 70. We have a 70. We have a 70 rating. Crack open the champagne and let's start to celebrate. Well, not yet. The work to be done, right? We need those victories in the 0.1 race, like a ZLM. So 4 opportunities to win a sprint, but also maybe some opportunities to get sneaky and go out there and do something different. Get 6 seconds on 2 intermediate sprints, drop back, save yourself. We'll give it a shot. We're going to be sneaky and see if we can win a tour this way. I'm going to have to go with Hopkins and not Walters, as position in the peloton really matters. And there was already 3 guys away up the road, and you can see that now they don't want more than 3 riders. I don't think this is necessarily about Hopkins being a threat to the GC or to the sprint, but you can see that the chase is coming. And those 3 riders are still away. We might not be able to get into the breakaway today. We might have to go conventional. And let's see what happens if Walters attacks. Will they immediately chase, or will they let him go? They did put their head down and accelerate, and yeah, Walters is not going anywhere very quick. But could he maybe bridge the gap to those 3? Not chasing that hard, but our flat ratings are not that good. You can see that the time was at 19. It's already coming down, even though we're riding at an 88, and I'm not gaining on the front 3. This is our best rated guy. In fact, today, Walters, like, that's competitive level. It's not going to happen today, folks. And at 15 seconds down, an intermediate sprint is not going to be enough for us. It's going to take more than a couple intermediate sprints, right? You win 2 of them in one stage. You get away in one stage. You gain 6 seconds. We're 15 down. It's going to cut you to 9. And there's no likelihood of riders losing time in this race. This is shaping up to be something a little more conventional at this point. 13K left, and the other sprint trains have formed a long time ago. About 25K out, they all formed. The breakaway was allowed an 8-minute advantage. The same 3 riders that got right off the front within the first kilometer, long before either of my 2 well-placed GC sprinters got anywhere near the front. Sabanda already out of red bar and dropping back, so on to Regatta. Will a 97 get us to go forward?
The sprinters are positioning themselves up
Almost.
front.
Let's bring this forward. 8. We're down to 8K already. We need to push on. On to Funsavith. We're down past the 2 guys with the horrible race day condition and down to 6K. Walters looks good today, but the favorites 5 of the 6 favorites for this stage, 5 of them are from the same team. Viviani is their leader, and that's not even them, huh? There's Viviani. Not getting much of a lead out. Well, where's his team? That's interesting. Lenardi, who they're leading out, is still good. 75 sprinter. Well, okay. Now that we've checked that. 5K to go. Let's get on with the task. We might soft sprint earlier at this rate. Oh, God, it is fresh. 3K? Yeah. Let's go. 2.5K. Williams getting started. Abdullah did get out front. Did find some space. We have set this up, actually. And Walters, come on, buddy. Come on, 400 meters. No, they're still faster. He's going to get on the podium today. That is for seconds. We might not get the Viviani. It's Viviani coming through, but Walters gets second place ahead of Lenardi, the one who had that best lead out. Today, that came down to a very good lead out, going early, having that extra push, gaining a couple bike lengths. The fastest guy still came through and won the day. But we do gain 6 seconds, which is what I was looking for from the breakaway. We are now down by just 9 seconds on the GC. We're in the battle. We've still got to gain seconds here and there, and we've still got to watch out for a Viviani who could go and win every stage. Walters jumps to 4th place overall. Jan Tratnik is only a 69 sprinter. He's not going to be competing in the sprints. Van Bell is 71, but he's not going to crack a top 3 with that. I mean, my guys are weaker than that, but they know they're not sprinters. I convince my guys otherwise, and we go for it anyway. And hey, look, we got a podium. We got a 2nd place. Damn it, it's not a win, but, you know, hey. Hopkins at 15. There's Viviani. A win won't do it. It would keep him 2 seconds down on that overall. And the bar may have to be higher. Viviani was 22 down. That's the worry, right? If he was 30, 35, a few wins wouldn't hurt us. And that was the thing. I was looking at the potential of going, hey, sprinters are too far behind. But Viviani's the favorite, and he's already jumped to the top 10. That's a big worry. We only have a 3-second advantage on him. Let's say we get another 2nd place, gain 6 seconds. Hey, we'd be 3 seconds down. Viviani wins again. He's 2 seconds down. We're on the podium. Sure, that's great, but beating Viviani becomes a wholly different thing at that point, because what we're trying to beat is non-sprinters to the front of the field. Good start, though, for us. Bad start for the favorite. Let's hope that he's not on it the next couple of days. Okay, big stage, folks. The beginning is an opportunity to gain 3 seconds, as 5 kilometers in is an intermediate sprint, and then there's another one right at the end of the stage. Do we go all in on these 2 today to try to gain 6 seconds that way, while sacrificing the end of the stage and just hoping that Viviani is not on the podium? Okay, well, Williams has a -3. Everybody else is neutral. Walters, he's our man now. He's the one who's gained the time, so we have to ride for Walters. He is on a 0, while Hopkins has a +2. I think today is a perfect day to go for that strategy, as Walters is on a 0. We ride for Hopkins at the end of the stage. Well, or ride for Walters anyway, but kind of half ride for Hopkins. But where's Walters? Right there. Right there. Food Savith, guess what, bud? You are going to set tempo, a very high one. And Williams is going to give us a lead out. Hopkins, you're not going to really be part of this. Regatta is there, so let's get Regatta in 2nd position. And Walters, Abdullah's there too. So Abdullah, in the meantime, will actually probably give us a better lead out than Williams right now. He will. Race day condition. Alright, meanwhile, Hopkins and Sabanda just get in line. Alright, Food Sabbath. Get me to the front. 5K lead out. We're going hard from the get-go. Can we even get through this thing before riders try to attack and form a break? We are trying to eliminate a breakaway and set up an unlikely intermediate sprint. There we go. Okay. Food gets to the front right as the first few guys go on the attack. We are accelerating, not attacking. This is going to stretch the field, which is going to open the space. There is Hopkins. Regatta gets past Williams, as he should. And we are keeping the other guys in check, but we're already 1K from the sprint. Regatta, sprint. Food Sabbath, sit up. Not going to get there. Not going to get there. Van Kessel just took third across the line. It was only 5K out. Here's the plan. Perfect scenario required for it to go for us the way I would hope it to go. But we are 10.3K from the intermediate sprint, which is 12K from the finish of the race. We have just shy of 22 kilometers left. That's a lot for a full sprint train to go for it. But I'm being realistic that I'm more likely to get the intermediate sprint than I am to get the bonus at the end of the stage. We've had literally 2 podiums of a 0.1 race or higher. And the guy we're riding for today is on a 0 race take edition, so without any sort of bonuses. He's got a -3 draw, by the way. He's on a fitness peak right now. This is not his objective, though. That was the last race. That was the objective. So that's why you're seeing more green than not. A lot of the guys here are on fitness peaks right now. Not the whole team. I think 5 of them. Williams is on a -3, so he's relegated from sprint duties, from lead out duties, so he's going to go first. But here's the perfect world scenario that I'm hoping to see. 10K, pushing for the intermediate sprint, and everybody else going, well, hold on, there's 20K left of the stage. Like, I'm focused on the stage, and that we're more likely to get it. 3 seconds gain there, that's already the first one that I'm really hoping for, and that's what I'm writing primarily for. But what I'm also hoping for is you tend to see sprinters attack these intermediate sprints late on and get separation from the field not doing much, and the sprinters sitting up as soon as the sprint is done. And then it comes back together, reorganizes, and then it's like, oh wait, there's 9K left, and now we make a push for the stage. Fingers crossed, we get separation. We get the 3 seconds or 1 second or 2 seconds, but the sprinters sit up. Or don't, for that matter. Whatever the case may be, there's only a few guys left with us. And my whole team, or most of my team, over that line with a little separation over the field, where I immediately reorganize my train and push for the finish, hoping to have separation and stealing the win away from the actual sprint train that is unorganized momentarily through the intermediate. So fingers crossed we get lucky. Something like that happens. Let's go. Williams. A 94 should be plenty now because I don't expect... There's no lead outs. There's no push. There's no drive right now. We're at 9K.
Something might be cooking. We are just 20 kilometers
We are still getting in position. Look at that. We've already almost got separation because nobody wants to follow this. 7.5. I don't want to leave Williams out of this thing. 6K. 6K. Hey, Williams, jump to the back. Sabbath, 5K. We need Hopkins to come forward. So Food Sabbath will continue to ride Sabanda. And Regatta, jump to the back. And finish is going to be around here too. We're getting an idea of what the finish is like. 4K to go. And it's Walters we're leading out for. So let's go ahead and move on to Abdullah and move on to 99 effort. Let's go hard. 4K. Don't let their sprinters get in position. Preparing the sprint, coming up on 2K and 1.7. Here comes Albanese and Leonardo. And we're gonna go almost flat out with Hopkins.
There are reports of
There's the
several
1K
riders in
banner.
difficulty. And he's
Walters
pushed away from the
going
group.
for the
He's going
sprint.
for victory.
And he's got it. He's got 3 seconds. And we have separation. We do have separation. Okay. Check this out. Check this out. Albanese. There's your separation right there. Look at that. And Viviani. Viviani is massively out of position. Did not go for it. Plumer. Okay, there are guys. There are contenders. We are not alone. We are not alone. But we've got a shot. We have got a shot. Okay, 1 second to get everybody over the line. Reorganize. 99. All right. Walters is obviously going to drop to the back of this thing. He just picked up 3 seconds too. So we've already succeeded. And now we are 40 seconds ahead of the field. And I'm not sitting up. It's 11.6K. Walters, you're going to follow Hopkins. We need to reset the sprint. Sabanda is the one doing the lead out. Yes. Yes, he is. All right, Williams, you are placed right up front. You do not have red bar. That's okay. Abdullah does not have red bar. But they are going to go right out front first, and Regatta and Food Sabbath are going to get in position once again. Sabanda to follow. Gel and then Gel. 1.6K. Come on, come on. Do not let these guys get back.
Only 10 kilometers
Riders
left.
are attacking the group. They realize what's happening here. Okay, Abdullah has something left in the tank. So Williams, drop behind Food Sabbath. Will you have the ability to hold that position? Yes, you will. Abdullah's already done. So on to Regatta. 8K. The gap's bigger, other than the 4 guys in the gap. Let's find out who those 4 guys are here in a moment. Williams, I thought I was putting you behind Food Sabbath. It's 8K. You know what? Let's do this the way of separation. So, let's get a lay of the land. Maurice, Quentin Hermans, Sanda. Not big time. There's Tratnik. So he's not losing time. But imagine if they give us the time loss, the 50 seconds on these guys chasing. It's a sprint stage. They're probably not. Like, this game is horrible about that, but maybe they will. Albanese is definitely one of the favorites. Ballerini, Malucci. There's some capable sprinters. Here's that group in between. Plumer, Viviani, Orn Christoph, not Alexander, and Gaze. They're not that far back. They are not that far back, but we're on to Regatta and 8K, and that is 5 riders left. And those 4 are back into the group. Those 4 have gone back into the group. Regatta, come on, man. Come on, 5K. Food Sabbath.
The riders are entering the last
We're going to try to get
stage.
sneaky here in a moment because everybody's following. Abdullah. Break the toe. We are trying every trick in the book here, folks. We are trying every trick in the book. Food Sabbath, 4K out. Let's see, do we get any separation behind Abdullah? No. No, that did not work. Okay, 3K. Not sprinting, not soft sprinting yet, but we are in such a good position. 45 seconds ahead of the field, and now we go. 2K out. 1.3. 1K. Here comes Van Bell. Here comes Tratnik. Wouldn't that be something if he ends up gaining seconds, Van Bell? Tratnik, like, not that great. Ballerini's pretty good, though. But those are the 3 guys we are sprinting with for this win. Hopkins. That left-hander. Man, that left-hander. I'm going to go just a little bit further. about here. 800 meters. Here we go. That's a little early, but Williams is also there. Sprint all, come on, come on, come on, come on, get in there, get in there, take that win, yes, 1, 2, 3, yes, yes, all right, folks, we freaking done it, 0.1 victory. All right, here's what's at stake for the wheel. This is a 0.1 victory, so it counts. That's Pop 2 level. We have 4 groups: Africa, Asia, the Americas, and Europe. There's multiple Pop 2 nations in each of the groupings. The one you want to draw is Europe, because there are 4 nations of all the Pop 2s. 4 nations have a training rating higher than 1. All 4 of them add a training rating of 2, but 3 of those 4 are in Europe. So you're gaining the most if I unlock that grouping. And it's before our signing day, so this is a big, big win for us. The group you least want is the Americas. It is the smallest group in terms of the number of nations it will unlock, and all of them have a training rating of 1. Here we go. It's like it's gonna be Asia. Second best group. Second best group. I'll take it. I'll get to the results in just a second, but here is the results of that draw, especially as some people, most of you, you've got the concept down by now, but there are still some people that are asking questions in the comments, not understanding the snowball. This really should clear it up. But there are 15 nations that I could not recruit from, that I was limited. I couldn't sign their riders. Now I can. That is the snowball effect. That's what we're going for. They are all Pop 2 nations, so they are weak nations. 14 of the 15 have a training rating of 1. Mongolia is a 2-2 nation. They have a training rating of 2, which is why this was the second best option. Also, numerically, it's the largest group with 15 nations of what I just unlocked. The 15th in Oceania, that's Guam. But the other 14, along with Mongolia, the 13 remaining, Kyrgyzstan, India, Sri Lanka, Hong Kong, Mongolia, Taiwan, Cambodia, Vietnam, Oman, Syria, Georgia, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and then, of course, Guam. So those 15 nations are now recruitable for me. I can take their riders on signing day. This will change things. I'm going to have to go back in and reassess my prospects for the coming season, because I have dossiers open on riders that really aren't very good. There wasn't much to choose from because I already signed the best riders from all the nations that I had unlocked. This is going to give me access to quite a few more. I'm going to have to check them out and see if any of them are going to change up my recruiting philosophy here. Already kind of late in the cycle. It's already into a week into June, so there's not that much time left before the signing period. Okay, back to the results. Red Walters gets his second win, his second unlock for us. Corey Williams had gotten the first, Walters got the last, so this is his second. But what this has also done for me, in more than one way, Walters just gained 10 seconds. He was only 9 down, but he also won that intermediate sprint, so he gained 13 seconds from being 9 down. He is in the lead regardless right now. Abdullah picked up the 6 seconds. Corey Williams picked up 4 seconds. They actually gave us a separation. 56 seconds behind is Viviani and his master team. Look at that. A 1-2-3-4 finish. I told you the 5 favorites are theirs, including Corbin Strong, and he was the one who was highest placed GC-wise prior to Viviani winning stage number 2. This is stage 3. We still have stages 4 and 5. We're talking about 19 guys, and most of them being on my team, that got this front time. Everybody else losing a minute or more when you add that 13 seconds in for Walters, who was already well placed. This is drastically going to change the GC and who I need to defend against, because I'm certain that we do have the lead. We do have the lead, But Jan Tratnik is just 4 seconds behind. Van Bell is just 8 seconds behind. Ballerini is still there in touching distance. We have work to do to stop these guys from getting the time bonuses. Primarily, Tratnik and Van Bell are the ones in touching distance. We've got to protect. There's still work to do on this race. There is very much still work to do. But Hopkins is well placed. Corey Williams is well placed. Food Savath is well placed. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Smash that like button. This was a huge victory. I was celebrating the intermediate sprint, but the tactics played out perfectly today. And the right guy came out on top too for the GC part, so that it can turn into that double win for us, right? If he was second, he would be tied with Tratnik right now, and we'd still have work to do if, say, Hopkins had been at the top or Corey Williams had been at the top of this one. But it's a good day, folks. It's a good day. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.